Life.
16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Again, they're probably unlike any boy band you've ever heard. Libera is coming to Chicagoland. They're going to be at the Moody Church Sunday morning, July 31st. And they're going to be in concert at the University of Chicago Sunday, July 31st at 7:30. And you're hearing a little bit of them right now.
One hand to hold along life's path.
Robert Prizeman is the director of this group, Libera, and they're a male vocal choir from South London, consisting of boys ranging from ages 7 to 16. Let's get better acquainted. Robert, good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
I understand you have a couple of your very talented group members with you today.
Yes, there's Kavana.
Hello?
Hello, Kavana.
And Ralph.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello.
All right, how old are these guys?
Well, I'm 12, and I'm almost 13.
Okay, well, it must be an interesting work that you're doing because you've toured some most interesting places. And let's find out a little bit more about this. Robert, we're going to start with you. Why don't you tell us how the group got organized?
Well, we just suddenly thought it'd be a nice new idea, really. We didn't come up with any great sort of particular moment when we created it. It just sort of came about. And we've gradually sort of spread out from some recordings to some concerts, and now we go all over the world with it.
Now, you perform in churches, I understand, in schools, and where else have you performed?
Well, we mostly go to churches, sometimes big theatres and things. So, like this week, we're in, some very big churches, like, the St. Louis Basilica and so forth. And it's a great show, really, because we sort of take the lighting in, and we have lots of movement and lots of other instruments and so forth. We've got a little orchestra travelling with us, and the boys sing quite a range of different sorts of music, as they'll tell you. It's quite an unusual thing, really.
Okay, Kavana, let's kind of talk to you a little bit here about this. What kind of music do you perform?
Well, I guess some people say that we are like church music, except we give it a bit of a Libera twist. So, for example, we'll give it a modern beat or something. So it's so that our music can be enjoyed by all generations.
How many people are in the group?
There's around 29 performing, or 26 performing.
Okay.
At home, when we have people that are too young to travel with us, there's about 40.
About 14. Okay, so how did you get into the group?
Well, it was through my music teacher. She knew Robert, and she contacted him, and there was a little audition. It wasn't too hard, but if Rob saw that I had the musical talent, or that he could, progress me as a musician, I would be in, and then it was a case of just going to rehearsals and everything.
Yeah, so how long have you been performing with them?
For nearly 5 years, but for nearly 5 years now.
Okay. Ralph, you've been with the group probably a shorter time because you're younger, right?
No, I'm the older one.
Oh, you're the older one. How long have you been singing with them?
I've been in there since I was 7, I think, and I joined, was it like a week before? Yeah, because it was like a tiny bit. So we were both newcomers, and we knew each other very quickly. Yeah,
a little hard to understand that, by the way. Robert, just a heads up on that. So I'm not sure that the audience fully appreciated what he had to say there. But, Ralph, maybe you can explain, when you're out performing like this, I mean, are you doing this all year? How do you go to school? How do you work this out in life?
Well, sometimes the teachers can make allowances. So if I didn't get my Monday homework done, or my Sunday homework done or something, they'll understand because of choir, and then I had to go to rehearsal, and they'll say, well, you can get it done another day.
The point is, of course, that they're doing this as a hobby. It's not that it isn't a school choir, so it's what they choose to do in their spare time.
Yeah.
So Ralph is saying he, has to fit his homework in, his schoolwork in around it. So it's great for them, obviously, the opportunity to do it all, but they do work very hard.
Now, you have, how would you describe the music here, though? Are we talking, I know you've said kind of contemporary or such, but I mean, is there kind of a Gaelic sound to this? What's the music like?
There might be a bit of Gaelic in it, yes. We use modern sounds as well as sort of traditional orchestral sounds. Sometimes it's based on well-known pieces of music already. We do a famous setting of the Sanctus, for instance, which uses Pachelbel's canon. We do a setting of the Gloria, which uses a piece by Saint-Saëns. But also there's quite a lot of music which is our own, which we've just created ourselves. It goes into areas where perhaps other church music doesn't always find it quite so easy to go, particularly in countries. I mean, I think America's slightly different because you listen to a great range of music, but in some countries it's quite difficult to get this sort of music to a big audience. And now music seems to cross the gap, really, so that, like last night, we were performing at a charity event for the Starkey Foundation in Minneapolis, and we were there with Miley Cyrus and Meatloaf. Did I get that right? Did I pronounce her name right? Sorry. And Meatloaf, and it can go into those sort of more secular things, and it sort of feels comfortable, as if it should be there, really, rather than just singing some polyphony, as it were, or some straightforward sort of church music.
Yeah. Oh, President Clinton, was he there, former President Clinton?
Yes, he was, actually. We didn't get to meet him. We did meet the one I can't pronounce, but...
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, obviously, this is getting to be a pretty big deal. You've had some pretty full churches and performance halls, so this is a big thing coming to Chicago, as I understand it.
Yes, that's right. The Rockefeller, it's a chapel, isn't it? And the Moody Church, of course. And we're in the Basilica at St. Louis and Frisco and Houston. And very soon, in the next couple of days, we're in Minneapolis at the Basilica and at St. Paul at the Cathedral. So, yes, they're big places. We hope that lots of people will come and see us.
Okay, now we're going to give some tickets away here, I believe, this morning in just a little bit. But Libera will be at the Moody Church this Sunday morning, and that's at the 9:50 service. And then they'll be live in concert at the Rockefeller Chapel at the University of Chicago. You will need tickets for that, and I believe we have some to give away, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. In the meantime, Robert Preisman, thanks so much for giving us some insight into this group, and we wish you a great tour while you're here in Chicago.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Robert Preisman, again, director of the group Libera. Stand by for how to get those tickets. In the meantime, at 8:24, let's update you.